what is one thing that took my pursuits into the next level? That would have to be facing my fears. I know everyone says get out of your comfort zone and face your fears, but literally you have to do it. So what got me to the next level was I decided to do things that scared me the most. And I just keep on doing it. And now all these doors have opened. For example, I was going to speak at Thrive in front of 1,000 people and I was terrified. So I was like, what should I do? How do I get over the fact that I'm going to speak in front of all these people? How do I do these little stepping stones so when the time comes, I'm not as scared? What I did was I signed up for a fitness competition. I had 88 days to work out, to become the absolute best version of myself, half naked on a stage. And in those 88 days, I pulled it off. I got first place. I honestly think that if I didn't choose to go so extreme, I wouldn't have had the results and all the life-changing things that came along with it. For example, everyone was like, there's nothing, you can't do this in 88 days. How are you going to do it? People have been training for years and people, they didn't just have a baby. You're still nursing your baby. And I kind of just like zoned out everything that everybody else said. And I was like, I can do this. I am going to do this because I have to. I'm going to be on a stage. I have the accountability. I have the deadline. I'm going to do this. I signed up for it. I had skin in the game. There's so much fees you had to pay. I had to buy these suits. I'm like, I can't just half-ass this. Like, I need to do a really good job. And so I gave it my all in those 88 days. I worked out 6 days a week. I did the cardio I needed. I never took a bite of mac and cheese for my children. I didn't even take any of those supplements or growth hormones and all those stuff because I was nursing my baby. I legit did everything to the T the way that I'm supposed to. Didn't have a sip of alcohol. That was probably the hardest thing ever. But that is what I did to get through that first terrifying stage. Then I spoke in front of 1,000 people. And then I decided to do something else that totally scared me. And that was being in a beauty pageant. I know it sounds superficial, but when I was younger, I was super, super scared of, basically beauty pageants because I was in one and my mom decided to just kind of throw me in. My cousin was in one and I had no idea what I was doing. I was a deer in the headlights on stage. So embarrassing when they asked me a question. I just completely went blank. So ever since that point, I was all, I don't want to be in front of people. I don't want to be in the public eye. Like I just want to hide behind a table and never be around. And then as Thrive kept progressing and getting larger and larger and Cole would bring me on stage, I was like, I have to get over this fear. Like, what is it? I did EMDR and this helped me figure out that moment in my life totally freaked me out. So I needed to go face that fear and punch it right in the face. So what did I do? I signed up for a beauty pageant. I did everything I was supposed to. I got on stage and I got second runner-up. So that was really exciting. So I'm Mrs. Orange County and then I'm second runner-up to Miss California. But I did that and, you grow a confidence. And so I call it manufactured confidence. I was on a scale of confidence before I was a 0 out of 10. And in the past 2 years, I keep doing things and I'm facing my fears. And now I'm a 2 out of 10. And you're like, why is she teaching confidence then? Well, because that's a 200% increase. So I'm doing something right. So I'm hoping, next I'm going to be at a 4 and then I'm going to be at a 6 and then I'm going to be a 10. And so I keep pushing myself and I do these podcasts and I go in front of others on their stages and it's the confidence is, I'm growing it and I'm getting better every day. And so that is, a big step that took me to the next level was just facing my fears. And I think if other people do that as well, everyone's got a fear and it's like, you just got to face it and you'd be so surprised how many doors will open. And if you just keep doing it and doing it, you're going to amaze yourself. And you think about that kid that you knew yourself when you were younger. If my 20-year-old self saw what I've done in these past 2 years, like I would laugh. That would not even have been a possibility. I would have been like, you're crazy. I would never do that in my life. And now look what I'm doing. So I hope all of you guys go out and face your fear and let's see where that gets you next because it's going to be a crazy ride.